Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Schuford Gymnasium for another exciting doubleheader here today between the visiting Queens Royals and your Lenoir-Rhyne Bears. I'm Adekali Ande on the call with my broadcast partner Chris Rickenbaugh here today. Chris, the women's sides will play here first, and followed by the men's teams. LR coming in at 7-10 on the season, 5-6 in the SAC conference, while the Queens Royals at 4-13, 3-8 in the SAC conference. Chris, what do you want to see from LR here today in order, to move up in the standings?
Well, what I want to see is pretty much what they've been doing the past couple of games. And they've been able to get Madeline Hardy going. She had 22 points last game against Mars Hill. Carly Bearden with 16 points. She's got a nice turnaround jumper. She gets in the sweet spot. She's going to put up a lot of points. And then you have a lot of good three-point shooters. You have Lainey Fox, and then you have Kennedy Waite. They are lethal from the three-point line. But those are the people Queens are going to have to stop if they're going to want to win this game. Exactly, Chris.
And for Queens, they're in no slack themselves. I know they stuck that 4-13 record and 3-8 in the SAC conference, but when you get towards March and the tournament and conference play, it really doesn't matter what your record is. It's about what you leave out there on the floor each and every game. And so I would not sleep on this Queens team, especially when Christian Eanes is averaging 16.4 points a game and 3.1 rebounds, the guard for the Royals, and she's shooting 48.7% from the field. And then you have Golden with 10.7 points, as well as Rayflund with 8.8 points a game. So look for them to kind of get going here for the Queens Royals. As we're awaiting starters to open up this game, we're about a little under 10 minutes away from opening tip-off here in Schuford Gymnasium, and we'll be back shortly with our game keys for the games and players to look out for. And we are back here at Schuford Gymnasium here on Bear Sports Network on the SAC Live. Now for the starters for both sides. First for the visiting Queens Royals. Starting at guard, it will be number 1, Taylor Stevens. At guard, number 10, Caitlin Moore. At center, number 11, Julia Rifflund. At guard, number 12, Christian Eanes. And then at guard, number 24, Kelsey Liedl. And now for your Lenoir-Rhyne Bears starting lineup, it's going to be Hannah McClung starting in at guard. And the other guard position will be number 3, Ashley Woodruff, along with Kennedy Waite there in the backcourt. And in the front court, you're going to have number 12, Madeline Hardy, as well as Kiera Moore, number 31. So, Chris, we've been watching this team all season. This team, if they get going in two positions, I think makes the biggest difference maker from the three-point line as well as limiting turnovers. If they can limit turnovers and force turnovers on the other end, on the defensive end, they are very lethal, especially in transition when you have Ashley Woodruff pushing the ball. Blair Barefoot will get going in transition. Madeline Hardy can lead a break. So, I'm looking for this team to stay under 15 turnovers here today, as well as make 10-plus threes.
I would have to agree with you there. If Lenoir-Rhyne can get going from the three-point line with Kennedy Waite or Lainey Fox, that's going to open up a lot on the inside for Madeline Hardy and Carly Bearden. And it's amazing to watch a team that has that many weapons and can do pretty much anything they want. It's just you got to – if one gets going, the other's going to be open. Or if that's not going, you can always push it outside and let it rain threes.
Exactly, Chris. And I mean, you just pointed this out during the break that, like I was saying, you can't really sleep on this Queens Royals team. I mean, you just pointed out that 3 of their 4 wins on the season have been conference victories. And they beat this LR team previously 72-57 at Queens. And that was, I mean, it's a different LR team right now to this point. They've really bounced back and handled the adversity really well. Coach Pam Seeley has got this team clicking on all cylinders right now, and they're looking to continue to stay strong here in 2020. Chris, what matchup are you looking for here today? What player do you want to see really step up here today?
Well, I'm going to start with Queens. I think Julia Rafflung, she's going to have a big day in rebounds. Expect to see her about 8 to 10 in that range. Christian Eanes coming off a pretty big game, 20 points. Tia McMillian, she'll be coming off of the bench, but she had 16 points in the last game. And as you said, 3 of their 4 wins have come against conference opponents, so you can't put them out. I mean, there's something different about conference games that their mindset is we're going to come in and we're going to play you hard. They even beat Lenoir-Rhyne earlier in the season by 15 points. So they're not out. They're still in it, and they're going to show it today, I believe.
Exactly. And I love the kind of atmosphere you see in college basketball, especially late towards conference play. It really doesn't matter what your record is or where you're seated right there and then. It's about playing your heart out and really showing who wants it more. And seeding is everything once you get towards the tournament. But at the same time, any team can win at any given moment. If you're not playing your best, some other team's going to catch you off guard, and they're going to bring it to you. And so we're at about a little under 3 minutes left in warm-ups till tip-off here at Schuford Gymnasium. Fans are starting to trickle in for this doubleheader. I mean, it's action-packed all over Lenoir-Rhyne's campus here today. Chris, the women's lacrosse team, I know, was just scrimmaging North Greenville here at home. The men's lacrosse team, I believe, is at North Greenville, scrimmaging them. Track is away at Roanoke. It's a busy day for spring sport athletes. Baseball, I know, is starting very soon within the next couple of weeks.
And you can't forget about swimming at their senior day today as well. So lots of things happening at LR today.
Yeah, we'll make sure to keep you updated with all those things going around and inform you on all your other Bears athletes here today. So we're about 2 minutes remaining here from opening tip-off. You know, Chris, I spoke to Carly Bearden. I believe it was just Thursday I spoke to her and talking to her about what's been going on. I mean, it was her senior campaign, senior season, and what her expectations were. She expected the team to really start off hot, and they did. And then after that, they had a little dry spell. But she said they've really never been closer, winning 3 of the last 4. And they've been playing really hard. Coach Cam Seeley has got her team really stepping up to the plate.
Yeah, I think when you look at it from seniority level, Carly Bearden's the only senior on this team. And that means you're going to have a lot of younger players, a lot of freshmen and a lot of sophomore are getting a lot of minutes. So, and coming from the high school, transitioning into college, the team dynamic is completely different. And from what we've seen so far this season, Lenoir-Rhyne is doing a pretty good job. Cam Seeley is doing something great here, and I'm excited for this game today.
Exactly. We're seconds away from another exciting matchup here at Schuford Gymnasium. And ladies and gentlemen, the teddy bear toss is today during both games. If you are in the Hickory area and you want to come to today's game, make sure you come. Bring a teddy bear and you'll be allowed in the game for free. It's a good partnership between Lenoir-Rhyne and Queens. Teddy bear toss will be taking place during halftime of the men's game, and they will all be donated to local organizations. So that will be really crucial, and that's a great event for both sides. So we're getting the starters underway here. If you're just tuning in, you're watching Bear Sports Network here on the SAC Live. Just to update you here over the starters for both sides. First, the visiting team, Taylor Stevens at guard. Number 10, Caitlin Moore at center. Number 11, Julia Raflund at guard. Number 12, Christian Eanes. And at guard, number 24, Kelsey Liedl. And then for your Lenoir-Rhyne Bears, at guard, number 2, Hannah McClung. At guard, number 3, Ashley Woodruff. At guard, number 10, Kennedy Waite. At forward, number 12, Madeline Hardy. And at forward, number 31, Kiera Moore. Looks like it's going to be number 11, Julia Raflund, standing at 6'3", no small stature herself, up in the middle to tip it off, and probably against Kiera Moore, 5'11". It's got a lot of bounce on her. See who's going to control the opening possession. Moore able to win that tip, and Bears are looking to get rolling now. And quickly you see the Queens team into a zone, and a steal by Christian Eanes with the right. Gets it to go for 2.
Yeah, Lenoir-Rhyne was not ready for that one as she bolted in there. I don't think they were ready for that speed.
Yeah, Eanes read that like a book, especially if you're going to run a 3-2 zone like they're moving right now. You're going to be very aggressive in the passing lanes. And Eanes has been sitting down in a stance, and Hardy going to get called for the travel. Shuffled her feet right there on the baseline. You see a quick substitution right there by Coach Seeley, bringing in Carly Bearden.
A little mistakes like that are okay for right now, but once it's later in the game, you cannot have that.
And Bears are going to be in a man defense, and that is some great post presence right there by Raflund. Hardy doing her best to try to front the post. Miss right there. Bearden trying to corral the board, being harassed by 2 Queens players. And a foul will be called on number 10, Caitlin Moore.
As I said in pregame, Julia Raflund, 6'3", under the basket. She's going to be having a lot of rebounds today, and you can see already her presence down in the paint.
Exactly, and I mean, if they're going to be in this full court press, LR has got to break that very quickly in order to get those passing lanes. As you see, Eanes smiling right there, playing defense on Waite. I feel like she's got that kind of defensive mindset where she locks you up. That's her best spot. And one right there from Madeline Hardy. Got the inside presence and able to finish for 2.
That's going to be key to this game, getting in the paint. Madeline Hardy, that's going to be able to free up Kennedy Waite on the 3-point line.
Exactly. If Hardy can draw those touches inside, she's going to draw defenders towards her, opening up her teammates from distance. And Hardy, a very good free throw shooter, knocks it down right there, giving LR the lead, 3-2 in this opening first quarter. See the Royals swinging the ball. It's a good kick to the corner for a 3, and that's going to be a deep 2 by number 24, Kelsey Liedl. And a steal forced by Christian Eanes. And that's what I was talking about, Chris. She likes to get going on the defensive end first and then really work her offense.
And then you got to think sometimes slower is faster. They don't need to turn this game into a track meet. Just slow it down, set up your play, and then get into the groove here early.
And then a miscommunication between Waite and Hardy as Hardy grabs the board and just flings the ball out of bounds. It's going to be Royals' possession once again. They're up 4-3 as we see more substitutions check in. Wagner and Barefoot. As quickly Coach Seeley has unloaded her bench.
Lenoir-Rhyne has a lot of weapons to use, so Coach Cam Seeley is going to use them.
Good defense by Bearden, stopping the baseline drive. A kick over to Eanes. Eanes looking to make something happen with the scoop and cannot get it to go off the glass. Good board by Hardy. Up ahead for Waite. Barefoot is streaking with the right hand. Can't get it to go. And it looked like it might have gone off of number 1 Taylor Stevens' hand right there on the baseline. That will be Lenoir-Rhyne's ball.
Barefoot has to capitalize on those opportunities if they want to run away with this game. Mistakes are going to hurt today.
As the refs looking to talk this one over. And I think they were just trying to discuss the shot clock on whether it changed possessions and it hit the rim and it's going to remain possession. So it should still be the same as when the ball went out of bounds. So they're going to reset it to 20. Now Kenny Waite will fire a 3. Left it on the left side of the rim. And now the Royals are pushing. And that was a pretty hesitation move by Caitlin Moore on the baseline. She's going to go to the line for 2.
This Queens team looks pretty good early on in the game. I know we're only about 3 minutes in, but they look like a team that hasn't only had 4 wins this season.
Yeah, they've got a good pace to themselves. Right now, I'd say if we're in favor of pace, they're playing into the Royals' hands right now, the Lenoir-Rhyne's Bears. This is the tempo that the Queens Royals want to play. They want to be up and down, and Bears want to be up and down as well, but it's got to be under control. A good swing to the wing for Waite, and she connects from distance.
You got to keep giving her shots. She's going to put them down. She's been very, very good from the three-point line this season, and if you give her looks, she's going to make it.
Yeah, Waite is not bashful from the outside. She's going to pull it if she's open. And a good pocket pass into the paint. And able to finish it up with the left hand is Julia Reflund.
Having that thick 6'3" stature, that's going to be amazing
great
for her
swing
today.
Again by Barefoot to Waite. And back-to-back threes for Kennedy Waite, Chris.
Heating up. She is not afraid to shoot that ball, and especially if they're giving her wide open looks like that.
Yeah, this Royals team is in a zone defense, especially in that press look. They're not going to be covering that wing. It's going to be wide open for shooters. And a three-pointer put up by Stevens. And a push in the back will be called against Reflund. And that'll be going the other way.
We see Queens using the press here. That, on film, has given the Bears fits this season.
Yeah, if the Bears can continue to break this press right here, that's been the biggest difference maker. And then you see Wagner wide open there on the wing. Waits open in the corner, and Eanes trying her best to get to the ball, and that one will go off Hardy's leg. As Eanes has been very active in the passing lane here today.
Yeah, she is going to be a problem for this Bears team all day if she's antsy like that and wants to get it, wants the steal.
So it's a 9-8 ball game here with 5:15 remaining here in the first quarter. Almost great hustle there by Carly Bearden to keep that one alive, but it will remain Queens ball with 22 on the shot clock. Stevens to inbound. Queens at the top of the key looking for the play from head coach Sarah Jensen. Eanes driving in with the right. Left it long off the board. Gets her own rebound. Left it short this time. But Bearden corrals the board for LR. And they're looking to push. Wagner open in the corner for three. She knocks it down. Great vision by Kennedy Waite.
Yeah, Carly Bearden able to draw them all inside. All of Queens thought they were going to give it to her, but that's going to leave somebody open on the three-point line, and LR has done a great job so far of finding those open players on the three-point line.
What a block there by Bearden, but second chance opportunity right there for Herning Wong. She's able to put it up for two. Bears still lead 11-10, and early on here in this first quarter, the Bears have knocked down three three-pointers. And it's been because this Royals team is playing this zone, and they can't really switch back and forth there and get help. And Barefoot driving and lost her pivot foot there on the drive, took an extra step. It's going to be going the other way. And we're going to have our first media timeout here, and we'll be back shortly here on Bear Sports Network.
My path to a college degree would have been completely different had I not run Division II cross country for the University of Mount Olive. Having an athletic and academic scholarship was key for my success. Our coaches were really helpful with balancing out my academics and athletics. I decided to attend graduate school because I wanted to become an athletic director. Receiving the postgraduate scholarship through the NCAA provided me with the flexibility to choose the school that I wanted. So now I know that I can accomplish any goal that I set for myself.
It's time for the Army's t-shirt toss. Who wants a t-shirt and a bonus koozie? Come on, you're gonna look great in these t-shirts. We've got the beats and the t-shirt.
So we are back here on Bear Sports Network. I'm going to show you a replay here of the last full court press break here by the Bears. You see Barefoot with a great vision over the weight on the wing, and she knows what to do with the rest there from distance.
Yeah, great vision by Barefoot there to find Kennedy Waite on the other side of the court, wide open. Queens definitely has to do a better job of covering everybody.
Should we give you the little stat total right now? Kennedy Waite leading all scorers with 6 points. Madeline Hardy with 3. Wagner, I think they called her three-pointer a 2, so she only has 2 points. But LR is up 11-10 here, under 4 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. As the Royals swinging the ball now, looking to break this Bears 2-3 zone. A drive on the sky hook by Eanes. Can't get it to go off the glass. Fox in the corner for 3 and misses all of the rim on that attempt, a little too strong. And a steal by Barefoot. Swiper, no swiping. Blair Barefoot ripping the pocket of Eanes. Bears still working around now. Good screen there by Moore. Moore trying to get in the post. And a 3 by Barefoot. Defense into offense.
This Bears team is not afraid to shoot that 3. And they got to take every opportunity because Queens so far has done a pretty good job inside the paint. They're not going to let them get easy points today.
Mid-range jump shot by Eanes. Left it long. Good board by Moore.
Great box out under the basket there.
Now Wagner there, driving in baseline off the glass, and she got fouled, and she'll go to the line for 2. As you were saying, Chris, the Bears are being really aggressive here so far, and they've really set the tone here in this last 2-minute stretch.
Yeah, once or if Queens is going to keep fouling, the Bears are very good from the free throw line, and that adds up at the end of the day.
Bears are shooting 67% here from the line on the season. And like you said, if they can get going and really take advantage of the zone defensive look the Royals are playing, that three-point shot's going to be there the whole game. Well, let's see how Coach Jansen really tries to counteract and balance the three-point barrage the Bears have been putting on here in the first quarter. With 2:25 remaining here in the first quarter, it's a 15-10 game. Lenoir-Rhyne Bears over the Queens Royals. A deep three-pointer put up, left short off the rim. Good offensive rebound there by Taylor Stevens. And now the Royals will look to reset.
Smart move by Queens, reset the play, get a feel for what the Bears are giving them right now.
That's a beautiful pass by Rafflund over in the corner, but cannot connect from distance is Tia McMillan. Now to feed the post into Moore going up with the left. Can't get it to go off the rim, but that's a great move by Kiera Moore.
Yeah, it's a great look for the Bears, but Queens down inside the paint is just very, very tough.
Now they're working the ball around, trying to feed Rafflund in the post. Gets to her spot, and a good drop step with the left. There's nothing much Bearden can do about that one.
No, sometimes you got to give her a pat on the back. That was a great play right there.
And now they're trying to get going. Some motions here. Dribble handoff for Fox. That gets intercepted, and a backdoor cut by Woodruff. Mid-range jump shot by Bearden. Left it short off the rim, and you see a little jeer there from the crowd saying, wow, Woodruff was wide open there on that backdoor cut.
Yeah, I missed the opportunity there, but Carly Bearden tried to take it up from her spot.
And I think Bearden might have tipped that off of Rafflund, but they're going to say it's staying here with the Royals. 14 seconds left on the shot clock and 45 seconds remaining here in this first quarter. It's going to be Eanes to inbound. Eanes inbounds the ball right to Caitlin Moore, and now Royals driving in. Great rip right there by McClung. Now into Moore. Moore out of control, keeps it in bounds. Wait at the top of the key. Good pressure, a great pocket pass to Hardy, and Hardy not able to connect on the free throw line jump shot. And a good no-look pass, but even better defense by Madeline Hardy. And out to the corner, and you hear Coach Seeley yell out, hold. McClung going to call it out. 5 seconds left on the clock. She fires from distance, left it short. Wait, picks it up and cannot put it up and in. That's the end of the first quarter, folks, as LR is up 15-12 over the Queens Royals, and we'll be back shortly with more action here in this game here on Bear Sports Network. We are back here on Bear Sports Network. It's a 15-12 ball game. As you see, tweets getting posted there on the board. If you're watching today's game, make sure you tag at Bear Sports and tell us what you're thinking of this matchup here. It's back and forth action. If you're just tuning in, like I said, 15-12 ball game here. We're about to begin the second quarter. Also, another big thing happening here for Lenoir-Rhyne. Kyle Duggar in the Senior Bowl here today, the only D2 player in the nation being invited to the Senior Bowl, and that's about to start at 2:30 there on the NFL Network. Make sure you check him out as he's trying to do the SAC proud and Lenoir-Rhyne proud. As we're back here, Royals possession, looking to start things off in the second quarter. Good post move there. Left it short off the rim is number 10, Caitlin Moore. A pass up ahead for Woodruff with the right. Left it short. And a big board by Moore, but Moore cannot get it to go off the glass.
I'd like to see the Bears settle down a little bit and take better shots. It just kind of seems like they're throwing it at the backboard. If they settle down, run the play, they could be quite a few points more right now.
Exactly, Chris. I mean, they've been kind of struggling there on those gimmies that you would like to see them knock down more of those, but they still have a 3-point advantage right here. And if you know they're getting good looks, they're going to keep getting good shots. So just got to execute and finish. As Royal still in the zone look. They're switching on everything. Leaving the wings in the corners wide open as Hardy now top of the key, driving in now with the right hand. Hits the bottom of the rim. Now Waite out for Wagner. Hardy got a fire and a shot clock violation, and that's great defense by the Queens Royals to force a turnover.
Yeah, giving nods to the Queens defense. The Bears did not have any great looks at the basket that entire drive, really.
Yeah, that possession was left stagnant. They moved the ball around, which is good. They got to move it around in that kind of zone look. But at the same time, there wasn't anything going towards the basket. Not a valid shot there for the Bears. Now the Royals are working around as they're looking to feed Rafflin in the post. And now a deep two fired there by Eanes, and Rafflin with the strong offensive rebound. And now the Bears are looking to push.
Rafflin is very, very important for the Queens team, being 6'3" and under the basket. She's going to have a lot of rebounds. She's going to be an important key to this game.
Woodruff now to Hardy. Hardy fumbled the ball a little bit. Now Woodruff's going to have to reset. They're under 10 on the shot clock. Wagner going to fire another three-pointer from the corner and could not get it to go.
You know, we see the Bears playing at their own pace now. In the early in the first quarter, it looked like a track meet. Queens they were just running with the ball, and they were causing the Bears to get off the mark and shoot early.
And that's great hustle right there by Rafflin. Took a spill into the bleachers, but was able to keep it alive for the Royals. And Moore not able to finish once again on the low block. And that's been the Achilles heel here of the Bears. It's been those 2-foot shots, layups, that have just not got the right spin and gone in for the Bears.
And that's again, just a nod to the Queens defense. They're not giving them any easy looks here.
Royals now swinging the ball around. Driving in with the right, not able to connect. There is number 1, Stevens. Up ahead to Woodruff. Woodruff now driving in with the right. Good kick to the corner. Waite will fire a three from deep. Gets it to go. Kennedy Waite, 3 threes in this ball game.
Shooting 3 for 4 right now. Kennedy Waite on fire. That's what the Bears need to go back to. They were having a lot of success early when they were having a lot of open threes, and they just tried to go back inside it as we see a great bucket there by Queens. And Rafflin takes a spill.
Yeah, she's a big presence there for the Royals. Waite going to fire another three, and that's Kennedy Waite from distance once again. She's amped up, and the Bears are up by 7, 21-14, with 5:53 remaining here in the second quarter. Chris, what have we seen from this LR team?
When Lenoir-Rhyne plays at their own speed, they're able to do what they want. They've gotten a couple great looks from the three-point line as we're seeing a replay right now. See the drive in, kick it out. Great look by Kennedy Waite, almost shooting an NBA three. You know, she's just on it right now. And she's not afraid to shoot the ball. And that was going to be one of my keys to the game, as Queens, they got to take away that three-point shot. They had to take out Kennedy Waite. But then again, that comes back to Lenoir-Rhyne having so many weapons, because they can go down inside, they can shoot outside. It doesn't matter. They'll find a way to score points.
Exactly, Chris. So you see a little race in the kind of the sumo shoots about to happen during this timeout. But as you're saying, when the Bears play at their own tempo, they are absolutely lethal.
A new game that marketing is trying out. Pretty interesting here for the crowd.
Get an updated stat sheet, Chris. Who's leading this ball game right now for both sides?
Well, obviously Kennedy Waite, 4 for 5 from the three-point line, and those aren't gimmies. She's shooting deep threes right now. And you can see the fouls adding up for Queens. 4 fouls. That's been hurting them.
Exactly, and looking for Kennedy Waite to do more of the same. I mean, you said 4 threes in this first half. She's been the player that's been hot for Lenoir-Rhyne. And like I said, if this team can get going from distance, they're a dangerous team in the SAC conference. Now the Royals trying to be aggressive here, break the 2-3 zone. Eanes with the right hand cannot finish, though. $1 million move, but a 99-cent finish, not able to get it to go, and that'll be going the other way.
I know you look at the score right now, and it's 21-14, but Queens has not been playing bad. You know, they just can't get the ball to go down. They've been right at the rim and have had plenty of looks, but just some bad luck.
And a great offensive rebound by Nakia Hooks, and she gets the and one. Going to the line for one more. That's good hustle.
Yeah, great job by the freshman down inside there, getting some minutes, as we're going to see a replay right here. You know, Queens laying off the press a little bit. Bearden with the missed shot. That's her go-to shot, and just an awesome rebound and putback as she knocks down the free throw.
So that pushes the lead up to 10 points now, 24-14. Lenoir-Rhyne is over the Queens Royals. And the Royals looking to cut into this lead here on the offensive possession. LR quickly back into that 2-3 zone that's really left the Royals puzzled. And they're trying to feed Reflund. And a three-pointer, that's a good answer right there by the Royals. McMillian knocks it down from distance.
Yeah, you can't forget about McMillian for the Bears. She can put down points too. She had 16 points in their last game.
Wait here, there at the top of the key, looking to reset. She's under 10 on the clock. Good cut by Barefoot, driving in with the right, and she's going to get hacked, and she'll go to the line for 2.
That was a great play set up by the Bears. Queens was not expecting it, but it almost looked like Barefoot tripped. But then again, the Bears are getting great looks here.
Yeah, they knew at the top of the key they're going to bring help to guard Waite off that pick and roll, but Waite fed the ball to Bearden, and they're looking to double there as Bearden was in the high post, and Barefoot was able to sneak back door and attack the basket. She's able to knock down that first free throw. Strong on the second attempt. Still trying to penetrate this 2-3 zone are the Royals. Good drive by Eanes with the left. Cannot get it to go. Bearden able to secure the board. Good move by Barefoot, pushing the ball in the corner for Wagner. And Wagner felt like she was fouled, but it's going to be called a block. And Barefoot almost able to get the steal and read the passing lane. Way up ahead now to Barefoot. Now driving in. Takes a bump, and they're going to call a travel. And that's just some freshman mistake right there by Barefoot. Can't leave your foot. If you're going to take that bump, you got to make your decision on whether you're shooting or passing right away.
You can see the Bears get rattled a little bit once Queens starts playing at their speed. They like playing at a fast speed. As we see Stevens drive in and get the foul, she's heading to the line.
Eanes will go to the line for the traditional three-point play here. She has been very aggressive here for this Royals team. I mean, she's their leading scorer at 16.4 points a game, able to complete the three-point play. And just like that, what was once a 10-point lead is now only 3 points. Kennedy Waite open again once on the three on the wing, not able to get it to go. And Wagner tried to throw it out of bounds off Stevens' foot, but not able to do so. And a mid-range jump shot put up. No good. Good box out by Hooks. And Rafflon able to get in the passing lane. And an errant pass by Bearden to Wagner on the wing, and that's going to be a turnover for Lenoir-Rhyne.
Little mistakes for the Bears are keeping Queens in this game. And Queens could definitely be up right now. They've just had some bad luck right under the bucket. But they are very close, and the Bears are letting them hang around in this game.
Like you said, letting them hang around. It's been just a little mistakes there by the Bears. We'll see if they can capitalize here in transition. And a turnover by Barefoot, once again leaving her feet and being left to have a difficult pass to Hardy. Trying to work the ball around now. Barefoot gets the steal for the Bears. And going to fire a transition three, left it short. And that'll be staying here. And I think that's one of the things, if you're a freshman or a player that doesn't get a lot of minutes, you got to have a very short track mind. I mean, you got to be looking on to the next play. You got to forget those mistakes you make early on. And Barefoot's done a great job of that this season. And an offensive rebound by Fox, and now the Bears have another opportunity.
Yeah, you mentioned the Bears having a lot of freshmen. You know, they really don't play like freshmen. You'll see a mistake every once in a while as Waite gets called with the travel there. But going back to the freshmen, they aren't really playing like freshmen. They're getting a lot of time on the court. And you'll see a mistake here every once in a while, but they're really playing outstanding for Coach Cam Steely.
That's true. I mean, like you said, when they get their minutes, they're getting opportunities. They're looking like veterans out there. You know, Barefoot, Hooks, Woodruff, Fox, who have played all season for this LR team. And a nice mid-range jump shot there by Taylor Stevens as she's able to knock it down. Cuts the lead there for LR in the 1 point. And Royals being very aggressive here on the defensive end in this zone defensive look. Fox gets her pocket ripped there by Eanes. And now Eanes with the left, and it gets fouled by Nakia Hooks, and she's going to go to the line for two.
Christian Eanes just a problem on the court right now for the Bears. once we get this new sheet, she's had a ton of steals, and she goes for it every single time she can. It hasn't really gotten her in trouble. She's just so quick on the court.
Yeah, usually you'll see a player who's very aggressive on the defensive end will tend to have a tendency to get into foul trouble, and Eanes has stayed away from foul trouble while being active in the passing lane and is able to collect steals for her team. She just tied up the ball game, 25 apiece. Trying to feed the post into Hooks. Hardy there at the top of the key. Eanes playing really tight defense here on Barefoot. Waite going to fire another three-pointer and hit the shot clock, but will not count. That'll be out of bounds. And Waite was once 4 for 5. I believe she's now 4 of 7 from 3. As it's a tie ball game. We're under a minute left to play here in this first half. Let's see who's going to come out on top in this next couple of possessions. A three-pointer fired, and that's in for number 3, Tia McMillian. Up ahead to Waite, and 3 seconds difference between game clock and shot clock. Barefoot open for 3, lets it go, knocks it down. A big shot to match LaRoyal's last three-pointer. 10 seconds left.
Got to get a playoff quick here.
A shot fired from distant, left it short, and that's going to be the end of the first half, folks, as it's 28-28 here at Schuford Gymnasium. Tie ball game. And we'll be back shortly with more second half action and first half analysis here on Bear Sports Network.
Oh, this? I was playing catch a little too hard with the dog. He's got quite an arm. I've been through this before. It'll be better in a couple of days. Probably.
Visit one of Ortho Carolina's specialists right away by logging on to orthocarolina.com. Leave the waiting to this guy.
Come on, honey.
Ortho Carolina. You improved.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
My path to a college degree would have been completely different had I not run Division II cross country for the University of Mount Olive. Having an athletic and academic scholarship was key for my success. Our coaches were really helpful with balancing out my academics and athletics. I decided to attend graduate school because I wanted to become an athletic director. Receiving the postgraduate scholarship through the NCAA provided me with the flexibility to choose the school that I wanted. So now I know that I can accomplish any goal that I set for myself.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
I knew that there was an opportunity to have my college paid for if I was good enough to play baseball at that level. That was going to make a big difference in my family. D2 baseball gave me an opportunity to play at a high level and to get an education that's going to be valuable for me throughout the rest of my life. I chose to take my experience of being a student athlete and pursue that within my career and to get a master's degree. If I wouldn't have had a baseball scholarship, there'd be no chance that I'm doing what I'm doing today.
Paramount Kia in Hickory. We want to see you driving a new Kia or, hey, a quality pre-owned Kia. We've got a huge selection of new and pre-owned Kias. You got to get to Paramount Kia in Hickory, Highway 70, ParamountKia.com.
Everett Chevrolet Buick GMC is ready for another exciting football season. Everett has been a proud sponsor of the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears for 25 years, and we wish the Bears a safe and successful season. And August means it's all systems go for another winning season with the Carolina Panthers. We have a tradition of winning in the Carolinas, and when you want to be a winner in the car, truck, or SUV game, come see the sales and service champions at Everett, because if you didn't get an Everett deal, you dropped the ball, baby. Woo!
I love being busy in my garden. I got flowers to plant and beds to clean out. When I was feeling really tired and not like myself, I saw a doctor. Look at me now. The doctors were good, they worked with me, and they laughed with me. I'm back to doing everything I love. I needed a doctor, and I found the expert for my heart.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Back at 7 too. So we're gonna do like, you said he has like a 2-minute highlight, video stuff, and then we'll do like stats.
Steals are ST?
Yes. Okay. Yes, that makes sense.
TP.
And we are back here on Bear Sports Network. You've been watching Lenoir-Rhyne basketball, and we are back here for the second half. I'm going to show you a little highlight clip. Reflund to its tied 28 apiece. And from the early onset of this match, Chris, it was three-point marksmanship of Kennedy Waite.
Absolutely. She's hitting 4 for 5 from the three-point line. That is just incredible. You know, 4 for 8 from the three-point line, but still that's pretty good. I'm glad that Coach Cam Seeley is letting her shoot. She's not taking her out of the game. she's just letting her play right now, and that's great to see. Let's see, we have the fouls are adding up for the Queens team, 7-3 towards LR, and that's what putting LR on the free throw line. They're pretty good from the from the free throw line, so Queens has to find a way to stop that. And then rebounds, Julia Rafflung, 5 total rebounds, but Madeline Hardy for LR has 6, along with Carly Bearden. She has 5 as well. So Lenoir-Rhyne is out-rebounding Queens right now. And Queens has been able to stay in this game. I mean, if you really look at it, Queens isn't playing like a team who only has 4 wins. And it's showing in the conference games. Three of their 4 wins are conference opponents. And they just show up to play. And I'm really excited for this second half.
That should be a good one. As you said, Queens is hanging around in this one, and they should be doing just that. They beat this LR team earlier in the season at Queens by 15. And I think the biggest difference maker here, Bears had a 10-point lead, and they let it squander away. We're not able to capitalize off offensive rebounds, and it's been the easy ones at the basket that have really tripped up this LR team. I mean, Kiera Moore hasn't been able to really hit things from the post. Off the glass, Hardy has missed a couple layups, as well as Barefoot and Woodruff. So, I mean, it's a combined effort for LR. If they capitalize on all those missed layups and the easier ones that they should be able to make, they would be fine, and I think they're going to continue to push this game. As you see the little halftime graphic right there. First for the visiting Royals. They're shooting 33.3% from the field, 80% from the free throw line, 28.6% from 3. They have 19 rebounds, 6 offensive boards, and 6 turnovers. And this is, I think, the biggest difference maker here. If you circle that one, 12 turnovers there for LR. And that was one of the things I told you, Chris, at the beginning of this game. If they could limit it to under 15 in the ball game, I felt like they had a good chance of winning. And, I mean, they've already done really well from distance. They are 6 of 13 from 3 here in the first half, on their way to my prediction of making 10 or more in this game. But they got to limit those turnovers. Shooting 31.2%, that's not great from the field. Doing well from the three-point line. Free throw percentage to making 2 out of 3, 66%. They're out-rebounding the Royals by 5. It's just the little things, Chris. They got to rebound better. They got to stop committing turnovers. And they got to start making the easier ones there at the basket.
Yeah, and something that I didn't see until now, points in the paint, Queens 16, LR 4. That's a huge difference. That means Queens is really getting after it. But Queens didn't have a lot of shots falling. It seemed like they just couldn't get anything to go down in that first half. And then, but looking at the stats now, 16 in the paint, that's really, really good. This game could be completely different if some of those shots went down.
I agree. I mean, that's a really astounding stat right there, the points in the paint. And, I mean, if you're getting a lot more points in the paint, you're getting a lot more easier baskets. I mean, I know a lot of people like to fall in love with that three-pointer nowadays. You know, watching people like Steph Curry really change the game. And, you know, three points, of course, is more than 2. But at the same time, you can't get away from the bread and butter. If you're winning in the points in the paint, you have a really good shot of winning the ball game. Just proven fact right there. Statistically speaking, you're closer to the hoop. You're going to make a higher percentage of shots than from distance. So let's see if the Bears can get better there in the points in the paint and really try to box out Raffland right there. She's been a really big presence for the Queens Royals team, able to get really good post position and has given her team a lot of second chance opportunities.
Yeah, I think the Bears need to start pushing the ball more toward Madeline Hardy and Carly Bearden. They both have a combined 5 attempts, and that's just not enough from their biggest scorers. But then again, Queens is playing really, really good inside the paint. Great defensive team. So they're not getting as many looks, and that's opening up the three-point line for Kennedy Waite, Barefoot, and even Lainey Fox. I wonder if we'll get to see a little bit of more Lainey Fox. She had a couple times where she was open and just didn't take the shot, so it'll be interesting to see what they do with these opportunities.
So we're a minute away from resuming action here in the second half. Should be a good one. This is a tied ball game here. It's a really big game for LR. As you said earlier, Chris, they're tied for 6th in the SAC conference standings right now, I believe, with Newberry and Lincoln Memorial, if I'm not mistaken, Chris. And they need this win. I mean, all the games now are key games going into the conference tournament, but they can ill afford a loss here another loss to this Royals squad.
Yeah, with the Bears having 8 out of their next 11 games at home, it's going to be really key on how they play. They really need to turn it up now to get a strong bid in the conference, as well as even a shot at the big tournament. And that all starts right now.
The Bears will start off with possession here to begin the second half, and looks like almost the same starting 5, except McClung will not be on the court to start. Barefoot, who has really done a good job, and a great back screen right there by Waite to free up Bearden, and she goes up with the left for 2.
Yeah, Bearden with a great cut and a great open look, and this is what I talked about, getting more points in the paint and getting Bearden and Hardy going.
And the ball being swung around. That's a good action look there for the Royals. A missed 3-point opportunity. And Bearden corrals the board.
Yeah, great step up from Lidl from the 3-point line. Just a little bit too much on it.
Barefoot dribble handoff there with Waite. Barefoot now driving in, and she's going to get called for a travel. She's got to be a little more assertive on that call. It's tough, especially when you're taking bumps in the paint. Refs aren't always going to call those little bumps and the contact, so you got to be careful on your steps. You got to really time them.
Yeah, with a game this close, you got to be watchful of everything you do. You can't take anything for granted.
Now trying to feed the post to Rafflin. Bearden doing a good job of staying on her toes, getting ready for the pass to be put in to Rafflin. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Stevens will fire a 3 from the corner, and she left it long. And Barefoot maybe looking to push, but brings it back out. Smart decision. Don't want to force a turnover.
They need to set up a play here, play at their own speed, and I think that's exactly what Barefoot's doing right now. Setting up the play, trying to get an open look.
High screen there by Bearden. Hardy looking to turn, and just dribbling off her foot is Hardy. Hardy has been very quiet here today. Has not been her best game offensively, and I think that's been really tough when she's been battling on the defensive end with Rafflin. I mean, she's a big girl, standing at 6'3". So now Waite fires another 3, left it short, and almost the offensive rebound there for LR, and Eanes looking to push.
It's awesome to see how hard Christian Eanes and Julia Rafflin are playing right now. I don't know if you can see from the watching online, but being here live, they're just so aggressive with how their playing style is, as Stevens bounces off the foot of Bearden.
It's going to remain Queens Royals possession. They're going to reset the shot clock back up to 20 off that kickball violation. And they're going to look to get some motion, some movement here, and then possibly feed Rafflin. And a 3-pointer fired left long. Bearden looking to save it to Hooks. And a foul is going to be called on Kelsey Lidl. A little overzealous there on the pursuit of the basketball. Good swing by Wade over the barefoot. As you see, number 11, Rafflin, a little out of position there at the top of the key. Now trying to feed the post to Bearden. Into the corner for Barefoot, another three-pointer, and that's missing all of the hoop right there. Left it a little strong.
Barefoot was out there waiting for that the entire possession.
And it's going to be staying here as Rafflund, she didn't even need to jump on that rebound, reached over Nakia Hooks and able to keep the possession there for the Queens Royals.
That's definitely a benefit of having a couple extra inches over everybody else on the court. Madeline Hardy back into the game. Got to keep an eye on her. A great basket there.
That's
by Moore.
Yeah, that's a good back cut inbound play right there by the Royals. And just like that, we're tied back up at 30 points apiece here with 6:20 remaining in the third quarter. Barefoot being doubled there, and instant pressure there by number 24, Liedl, and that's going to be a jump ball going the other way. As the Royals force another Bears turnover.
Yeah, Christian Eads just putting the pressure on, getting the Bears to rethink what they're doing. Every single step, it seems like they're guessing. As we see a replay right here, goes for the steal and then just gets wrapped up with Barefoot.
Yeah, that's tough. If you're Barefoot, I mean, you got to get rid of the ball right there. Can't try to split the double. It's too tough here, especially in such a tight game. All these little possessions and turnovers, they matter so much in the long run. Royals working it around late into the shot clock, and Rafflin there at the top of the key. And Wagner playing good lockdown defense. Forces the ball to be fumbled out of bounds, but it still remains Royals' possession. 7 seconds left on the shot clock.
Moore saw a gap there, just kind of fumbled the ball a little bit. Got a little too wild with it. And great pass to herself.
And you rarely see that, as Stevens threw the ball off of Madeline Hardy's back, trying to bring it back to the park on that move, but not able to finish the layup. And I believe Stevens will get called for the foul, and it's going to be going the other way. Bears possession now.
That was an interesting pass to herself. I mean, just kind of a heads-up play, really. If you got your back turned, why not?
Yeah, I mean, you don't want that 5-second violation. You got to think quickly there on your feet. Now Wagner driving in, and she gets fouled by Rafflund. And Wagner's going to get in line for two.
Yeah, great drive inside there, but if she got her head around, Kennedy Waite was going to be wide open from the three-point line. Nobody around her. But drawing the foul, she's going to be able to get some points for the Bears.
As Wagner knocks down the first free throw. In and out on the second one, and the smallest player on the court, Kennedy Waite's able to secure the offensive rebound. Now McClung looking to reset here at the top of the key. Good job by Hardy to keep it alive, as Eanes was trying to rip Hardy's pocket. And Bearden up with the right hand and not able to get it to go, but she'll go to the line for two.
Once again, Christian Eanes just being super aggressive. It blows my mind how she hasn't had more fouls in this game, but you know that she's just been so clean playing defense and so aggressive at the same time, and that's so hard to do. You really got to give her a hand in this game because she is causing problems for the Bears.
And Bearden just a little strong on that first attempt. She's going to look to recollect here, see if she can knock down the second one. Gets that one to go. Got a lead for Lenoir-Rhyne. It's up to 2 points. 32-30 here. We're halfway through the third quarter. And trying to feed the post there to number 21, Wong, and that's going to go out of bounds. Our turnover there for the Royals, and we're going to take a little break here as we have a media timeout as Lenoir-Rhyne's up 32-30 here with 4:56 remaining here on Bear Sports Network. As we're back here on Bear Sports Network, LR is up 32-30, excuse me, over the Queens Royals here in the third quarter. 4:56 remaining. Just coming out of the media timeout. Fans, remember, Geico has teamed up with the South Atlantic Conference to offer the alumni, faculty, and staff of SAC institutions discounts on auto insurance. Get your fast, free car insurance quote today by visiting geico.com/mydiscount. Geico, the official insurance provider of the South Atlantic Conference. Chris, what do you want to see here from LR? They're up by 2, but it's way closer than that in this ball game.
Well, with the Queens team playing awesome defense, you see Christian Eanes just playing great defense again. They're just really aggressive, and it's hard to get open shots like that for Carly Bearden with that turnaround jumper. That's really her go-to. I mean, that's definitely something she practices over and over and over. It's her go-to. And once she gets once she starts firing from there, she can be putting up a lot of points.
Exactly. She loves that little turnaround jump shot in the post. And that was a great look and good cut by Bearden. And now Wong will go to the line as Wagner commits the personal foul.
Give a hand to Queens. They really had a plan for Carly Bearden and Madeline Hardy. They really wanted to make LR shoot the three, and they've done a really good job with that today as Wong sinks the first foul shot.
And Wong 2 for 2 there at the free throw line. Cuts the lead of LR back down to 2 points. Hardy hesitates there at the top of the key for the three-pointer, being left with a lot of space. Now she's going to fire a mid-range jump shot. She knocks it down from the baseline, and they need her to get going. She's been really quiet here tonight, Chris.
Yeah, and I've been saying it over and over, like you just got to get Carly Bearden and Madeline Hardy a shot. Madeline Hardy can take over games, and just give her the opportunity.
Now trying to feed the post once again to Hardy. Bearden looking to shed Eanes. Dribble handoff with Wagner. Eanes reaching in the pocket once again. Now trying to feed Hardy. The up and under move. And cannot get it to go off the glass, but she's going to go to the line for 2.
Yeah, Wong down under the basket. It's being a couple inches over Madeline Hardy. You know, that just shows how good of a player Madeline Hardy is. She's trying everything and getting another shot here to go to the free throw line.
Yeah, Wong staying at 6'4", and I think that was probably the biggest difference maker here in the previous game. This Queens Royals team has size, and it's tough for players like Hardy, she's a tall girl in herself at 6 foot, but 3 to 4 inches is a big difference in the game of basketball.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you can see it. Just having somebody 6'3", 6'4", down in the paint, got another inch or two over the opponent.
D3 fired by Waite. Offensive rebound by Bearden. And she can't put it in off the glass, and that will be an offensive foul. on Wagner there on the rebound.
Bearden had a great opportunity right there. Perfect place. Just could not get the shot to go down.
Now Eanes working in. Good defense by Wagner. The swing. A drive in. A good hesitation move. Not able to get it to go is number 10, Caitlin Moore. And good job by Bearden. Chris, I think the biggest thing you said earlier in the first half is look how hard Bearden and Hardy are working there in the post. I mean, with bigger players, you're going to have to battle fronting them, pushing them off their spot. And it's worked out here for the Bears as they go into the free throw line as the Royals are in the bonus.
Yeah, that had to be the plan coming into the game for Queens, is to try everything they can do to take Bearden and Hardy out of the game, make them shoot the threes, because obviously they're a lot harder to make, but these two players have shown they can take over games, and they're going to put up a lot of points no matter what. They're going to find a way, and that just shows how great of players they are, along with the great coaching from both sides.
So you see two missed free throws there by Bearden. It's going to be very huge for LR. They got to get better there at the free throw line. Still a 5-point game. A drive there by Eanes, and McClung's going to get called for the foul on the hit.
Eanes has tried that hook a lot today. She hasn't got a lot of them to go down, but, I mean, she's going to keep trying it, and since she keeps going to it, it obviously works for her. But drawing the fouls, I think she's doing exactly what she was taught to do today.
As Eanes able to knock down that first free throw, cuts the lead back down to 4 points. Now the lead is 3 points. LR up 37-34. Wayne Fox is checked back in the game. Now trying to feed the post into Hardy, and Hardy's been battling there on the low block. She's been taking contact left and right. The foul's finally called, and that's going to send Madeline Hardy to the line, where she's an excellent free throw shooter.
Yeah, Madeline Hardy loves to get down inside the paint and take those hits. I don't think I've ever seen her complain or wince. Like, this is what she loves. This is how she's so good.
As Nakia Hooks will check into the game. Back in for Bearden. Is Harding able to knock down that first free throw?
Seeing Rafflung and Wong out of the game right now, I think LR is definitely going to push to get the ball to Madeline Hardy or down inside a little bit more as Hardy sinks the last free throw.
Lead back up to 5 points now. It's been a very low-scoring affair here at Schufer Gymnasium. And that's a good move with the left hand there by Caitlin Moore.
She's had some great moves today, kind of under the radar, but those little juke and jives down in the paint have been a real difference maker.
And Hooks, offensive glass, not able to get the second chance bucket. Stevens surveying the little mid-range floater, and she got to go.
Don't be surprised if we see the Bears try and take a shot right now. They have Lainey Fox wide open in the corner. Not gonna take it.
And Waite's gonna fire from the corner. Missed it long, but Fox is there for the offensive rebound. Waite open again from distance, and she knocks it down.
They have two of their best three-point shooters on the court right now with a lot of open areas.
Yes, a drive there with the left hand, and out one for Caitlin Moore, and she's going to go to the line for the traditional three-point play.
Yeah, Eanes wasn't able to draw the foul, but Moore drives back in and is able to get it, trying to make it a three-point play. As we see a replay, driving in, not able to get it, but right there, what a great play.
As Moore able to knock down the free throw, and it's now a 1-point game. LR is up 42-41 over Queens Royals here at Schufer Gymnasium. 45 seconds to play, and a strong drive by Nakia Hooks.
She was not going to be denied on that one.
There's more, a nice crossover in with the left, and good defense there by Hardy. And Fox diving on the court to save the ball. Going to lose it out of bounds, and now the Royals can hold it for one shot with a chance to cut the deficit to 1 point or to tie the game going into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, great hustle by Fox there, but just wasn't able to get it in time. Queens has to capitalize right here.
And they're going to fire three early, and that's missed by Moore. Now the Bears can hold it for one shot. The shot clock is off.
Trying to get Fox and Kennedy Waite out in the corners, trying to get some free space.
Woodruff sees it with 6 seconds. It's stolen there by Stevens. She fires a prayer, and she left it short there as we're heading into the fourth quarter. Their score is Lenoir-Rhyne 44, the Queens Royals 41, and we'll be back shortly here on Bears Sports Network.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
So we are back here. We're showing you a replay of the last little frenzy by both sides. You see Moore with a sweet drive to the left, getting the N1. It's a close ball game here at Schufer Gymnasium, 44-41 as I pass it over to Chris with an updated stat total.
Well, Kennedy Waite hitting another three. Madeline Hardy and Carly Bearden are starting to heat up, starting to give them some points. But again, down in the paint, Queens 24 to LR's 8. And then you got to give a hand to the LR bench. LR just having so many weapons. They're able to have 21 compared to Queens 10. But then again, Queens is only down by 3 points. Expect LR to try and get Lainey Fox and Kennedy Waite going from the three-point line.
Woodruff surveying, trying to feed the post into Hooks. And Hooks is going to get called for the 3-second call. It's got to clear out of the lane earlier, or you're going to have to get the pass fed into you a whole lot quicker. And that's going to bring in, I believe, Madeline Hardy will check into the game. Hooks will take a seat.
Again, fouls are starting to add up for both teams too, as Queens with 14 total, and then Lenoir-Rhyne with 8.
You see a foul called there by Madeline Hardy, and that's going to send Ains to the line for 2 more free throws, where this Queens team has shooting 9 of 10 from the line. They've been very efficient here today.
Definitely worked on free throws. This is the best free throw game they've had all year. Now 10 for 11.
Ains knocks down another pair right there. 44-43 ball game here in the fourth quarter. It's got the showings of a great one here. It's going to look like it's going to come down to the wire. Bears some dribble handoffs there at the wing, trying to feed Bearden. And Eanes rips Bearden's pocket. Now driving with the left, gets it to go, and the Queens Royals have the first lead of the ball game. Going back to the first quarter in the opening minutes. Waite now fires a mid-range jump shot, gets it to go. And the Bears retake the lead.
Yeah, Waite saw a gap right there, and she decided to take it, and that's a great decision in the moment.
And Eanes going to work with the right, not able to spin it off the backboard, but she's going to go to the line for 2 more free throws for the Queens Royals.
See a replay here. Getting stolen.
Eanes just smooth right there on the defensive end. Been very active there in the passing lane and on the help side defense, turning defense into offense for the Queens Royals.
Yeah, and you mentioned the 3-point or the free throw line. Now hitting 12 of 13 compared to Lenoir-Rhyne's 9 for 16. That's played a huge part in the game. Just continuing to rack up points, easy points.
As the Royals retake the lead. Now feeding Bearden in her spot there on the turnaround jump shot. Not able to get it to go. Bears in a 2-3 zone look. And a mid-range jump shot blocked by Fox. Good board there by Hardy. Waite looking to hear the play from Coach Seeley. Waite hesitates there on the 3-point look. And Bearden driving in with the right, gets some space. Good job by Bearden.
Yeah, nothing was open on the 3-point line, and she decided to take it herself. And that's what I think her and Madeline Hardy need to keep doing.
As Fox gets another block. And that's going to remain Royals' possession. We show you the replay of that last possession.
Yep, nothing on the 3-point line. Wagner and Fox on the outside, but she's going to take it herself. And that's a great vision from playing. And another block by Fox.
That's 3 straight blocks by Lainey Fox. Now comes up with the steal. Looking to push the ball here for LR. Now Hardy in the paint. A good show and go, but not able to get it to go off the glass.
Madeline Hardy can just play bully ball sometimes. She can just take over games, and she wants the ball. She wants to do what she knows she can do as we're heading into a timeout.
We'll be back shortly here on.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
As we are back here on Bear Sports Network, it's coming down the wire here. 7:11 remaining here in the fourth quarter. LR is up by 1 over the Queens Royals in a crucial game for seeding here in the SAC Conference. It's been very close. Chris, can you give us an updated stat total, and what do you need to see here from both sides in order to come out on top?
I think it's really going to come down to the free throw line. Queens hitting 13 of 14 compared to Lenoir-Rhyne's 9 of 16. I know I keep talking about it, but that's really just been a huge difference today. And then, once again, Madeline Hardy getting more looks. See Carly Bearden kind of didn't know where her player was at.
As Hardy corrals another board, and now Lenoir-Rhyne looking to push up ahead. Wagner trying to feed Hardy into the post. A good cut there by Bearden. And Hardy with the aggressive rip away as Eanes was trying to get another steal.
Yeah, she really, really wanted that one, but Madeline Hardy just bullied the ball away from her, really, and had a lane inside to pass and make the basket.
As Moore with a tough drive in with the trees, able to get it in for for the Royals, and then Bearden able to get the block on the defense. And as we show you a replay here, see how Hardy ripped that ball away from Eanes, finds Bearden on the backdoor cut.
Yeah, Lidl tried going for that one. Madeline Hardy once again on a roll.
Yeah, if she can get going here offensively for Lenoir-Rhyne, that might open this game up. As the Bears are up 3 over the Royals. Moore by her lonesome mid-range jump shot. In and out. And Eanes almost getting the steal. Trying to feed the post is Fox, and that's a tough entry pass. And Eanes goes up with the right, not able to get it to go in transition, but this Royals team is still in this game. In the Beard in the high post, driving in. Hardy the pump fake, now loses control, keeps the ball alive. Wagner driving on the baseline, takes a bump, and that's going to be a blocking foul on Tia McMillian.
I think the Bears got away with one there as Madeline Hardy didn't get called for a travel. The whole Queens bench was yelling for it, but the Bears are going to have the ball here.
Swing over to Wagner, now Fox going to drive in, gets the baseline and gets it up and good for 2.
That's basketball 101. You never give up the baseline, and Lainey Fox knows that. Great bucket by her.
Great bucket by Fox, and a pretty move there by Eanes on the other way. And it seems like anytime someone has an opportunity here for either side, they're able to answer.
Eanes has just been a problem on the court for this Bears team, flying all over the court, getting buckets, rebounds, steals. She's having a great game today as we're heading into media timeout.
Paramount Kia in Hickory. We want to see you driving a new Kia or, hey, a quality pre-owned Kia. We've got a huge selection of new and pre-owned Kias. You got to get to Paramount Kia in Hickory, Highway 70, ParamountKia.com.
We are back here at Schuford Gymnasium here on the Bears Sports Network. You've been watching Lenoir-Rhyne women's basketball as they are up 54-51 here over the Queens Royals, looking to get their 6th SAC conference win on the season, and the Royals are not going away, Chris.
Absolutely not, and both sides have been playing great today. And then the Bears just haven't had, or they've had too many mistakes and let Queens hang around. And that's really been the whole game. Just mistakes. Christian Eanes flying all over the court. And simple things like that. Madeline Hardy, great hustle, just couldn't get to it.
As you see a turnover there by Lenoir-Rhyne, and just adding to their total, as LR now has 21 turnovers. That is no bueno to a Queens Royals 8. It's got to get better there on the offensive end. Royals working around, leaving Moore wide open as Hardy. Moore has elected not to take that shot, though, and Stevens misses all the hoop on that attempt. It's going to be going the other way.
Bears defense really has to make it hard for Queens inside the paint. And they've let up 30 points in the paint. They just need to do a better job inside.
As you see, Waite driving in, loses the handle, swinging it out. Now Fox open in the corner for 3, and she knocks it down.
She's been waiting on the opportunity for that shot for a while now. You can see her hanging out in the corner, and then they just haven't been able to get the ball to her. But finding her this time, and really, Queens just has to keep an eye on every single one of these players. Anybody can make a play, and this is probably what it's going to come down to.
It's Rafflon going in the paint, and I think she may have traveled, and that'll be going the other way. And you can see how far the Bears are sagging off there on the defensive end. You see the last offensive possession here for Lenoir-Rhyne, and Fox able to knock it down from the corner, pushing their lead to 6 points here.
The Bears need to force Queens to shoot threes. They're not a huge three team. Just got to take away the inside. And if they're shooting threes, they're not being able to put up easy points.
Waite there off the screen by Bearden. A nice pass by Waite, and Bearden able to snag that one and put it in for 2.
You see it again, Carly Bearden with that short turnaround jumper. That's an easy go-to for her. She's very comfortable with that shot.
And you really hear the Schuford Gymnasium get into this ball game now, trying to urge their Bears on as they're up 8 here with under 3 left to play. Now Eanes driving in with the right, silences the crowd. Bears still up by 6. A high pass there for Bearden by Fox, and that's another turnover for Lenoir-Rhyne.
Yeah, just an errant pass in a crucial part of the game.
An open 3 there for number 24. Liedl not able to connect. An offensive rebound there. You see how far back Hardy is playing on Moore, and I think the scouting report is maybe she is not a shooter, but McMillian is, and she knocks it down for the Royals.
McMillian's been the only one so far on the Queens team that isn't afraid to shoot the ball from deep. And you can see it. The Bears did their scouting, and Queens just isn't a three-point team. Make them shoot the ball a little bit more, and the Bears might be able to run away with this one.
So you see a timeout is called by Coach Cam Seeley, but we're going to stay here. It's under 2 minutes left to play, 59-56. Chris, it's the home stretch for both teams. It's still anyone's ball game. What do we got to do here in this 2 minutes if you're each head coach?
Well, I think we just saw it on that last possession. Lenoir-Rhyne was set up right inside the paint, and they took away their easy shots. They're not going to – you saw Queens, they just didn't want to take it in. They also don't want to shoot the three, and that's just going to be so crucial in the end of this game. Make them shoot the three, take away the easy points, and the Bears can escape here with a win.
Exactly, as Waite fires a deep 3.
Wow.
And she gets it to go. Kennedy Waite with out-of-this-world range. And McMillian firing a 3 of her own, and Hardy not able to secure the board. And she's going to fire another three. Blocked by Fox. Another block by Lainey Fox.
Give a hand to the Bearden and Hardy down in the paint. Great defense there, not giving up an easy bucket.
Bearden to inbound. Wagner's going to have to step up to go get the ball. So they're looking to give weight the rock and set up the play. And that's good ball denial there by Eanes. And another timeout's going to be called by Coach Cam Seeley. But this time we're going to take a breather. 114 remaining here.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student-athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student-athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student-athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement.
We are back here on Bear Sports Network here in Schuford Gymnasium. It's a close one with 1:14 remaining. Lenoir-Rhyne is up 62-56 over the Queens Royals. Looking to hold off this Queens team. Hardy now with the ball. Dribbles it out. Wait. Going to reset. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. We're under a minute left to play. Hardy driving in off the window for two. Gets it to roll in.
Wow, what great bucket there.
And a three put up. Good defense by Hardy on the block. And Bearden secures the board. LR's up by 8. And Eanes is going to get called for the foul as Wagner was driving in.
What we've been seeing the Bears do on the last couple possessions is taking away the inside. If they were doing this the entire game, the score would look a lot different. They'd be making Queens shoot a lot more threes that they know they aren't comfortable with. And now they're going to have to start fouling as Madeline Hardy takes it, does a little shimmy and takes it in for an easy bucket.
As Madeline Hardy working on that double-double. She's been a walking double-double here for this Lenoir-Rhyne team all season. And now the Royals have really got to get going here as they're down by 10. Good feed the post, and Rafflund puts it in as the Royals kind of call a timeout, and they're only down 8 here with 18.6 remaining. They're going to have to play the foul game. And we'll be back shortly.
I knew that there was an opportunity to have my college paid for if I was good enough to play baseball at that level. That was going to make a big difference in my family. D2 baseball gave me an opportunity to play at a high level and to get an education that's going to be valuable for me throughout the rest of my life. I chose to take my experience of being a student athlete and pursue that within my career and to get a master's degree. If I wouldn't have had a baseball scholarship, there'd be no chance that I'm doing what I'm doing today.
So we are back here. Bears to inbound the ball. If you're just tuning in, you've missed a great one here at Schuford Gymnasium. Bears are up 66-58 over the Royals, and they're looking to just play keep away. And Moore will pick up the foul. That will send Kennedy Waite to the line for 2 free throws.
You know, the game's not over till it's over, but Lenoir-Rhyne has played it very, very smart in this fourth quarter, and which they should have been doing the entire game. And they really played to Queen's speed the entire game, and that's just not the Bears' game. If the Bears can set up their plays like they want, get it to Madeline Hardy, get Carly Bearden going, they're a very, very tough team to beat.
And a nice offensive rebound by Bearden, and Waite and the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears can just hold this one out as they will come out victorious here and the revenge game against the Queens Royals as they win this one 67-58. What a game, Chris. Kennedy Waite started off really hot for the Lenoir-Rhyne team in the first half, dropping 4 3-pointers, and it's just been a much-needed win for Lenoir-Rhyne, Chris.
I can't agree more. Heading into this final stretch, after this game, 7 out of 10 games are going to be at home. We had a great crowd on hand today, and it really played into the Bears' favor, I believe.
Exactly. As they win this one, the Royals will drop to 4-14 on the season and 3-9 in SAC conference play. Lenoir-Rhyne moves up to 8-10 on the season and 6-6 in SAC conference play. They will move up in the standings just for now until we find out the results with Newberry and Lincoln Memorial, as they were tied for 6th earlier. So they'll move up to 5th. They'll move up to 6th. As we're awaiting the final stat total, let's see who are the leading scorers there for Lenoir-Rhyne. It was a really great game. I just have to be a little nervous there for Lenoir-Rhyne. The turnover margin was not there. They were not playing their usual brand of basketball. That, I think, was the biggest thing, is that they really did not capitalize there on the turnover end. They committed way more turnovers than the Royals team, but were fortunate enough that they knocked down way more threes and were able to battle back in this one.
Yeah, I believe Coach Cam Seeley is going to make the Bears shoot a lot of free throws this coming week. They were just a little off from the free throw line, and we saw it during the middle of the game when Queens was over 92% in free throws. You had to think if it was a closer game and it came down to that, it would have been a lot closer, and I would have been sweating up here a little bit more as an LR fan.
Yes. This one has wrapped up. We're awaiting the men's sides now, about to tip off as you show you the final stat total. Lenoir-Rhyne 67-58 here, shooting a better 44% from the field, 56% from the free throw line, 45% from 3. Out-rebounded the Royals 46-33. 12 offensive rebounds and 22 turnovers. They got to fix that. You know, Coach Cam Seeley is going to have adjustments. The Queens Royals able to shoot 92.9% from the free throw line. And just the final stat total for you, Kennedy Waite, the leading scorer, finished the game with 21 points, 6 of 13 from 3. Hardy, another double-double, 14 points and 12 rebounds. And Bearden added 11 points off the bench. And then for the Royals, it's Christian Eanes with 20 points, Moore 11, and Julia Rafflin with 8 and 6. And that's the first game right there of our doubleheader. Make sure you stay tuned for the men's side as they play up next. And you've been watching the Bears Sports Network.